Hi, this is Carol the Crafty Whippet, and welcome back to my FLOSSTUBE channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope everybody has had a better stitching week than me. I haven't had a bad one. I just didn't get as much done as I wanted. Like at all. Part of it, I've been staying up too late. My Kindle, I'm rereading some books. They're definitely on the pulpy side. It's a series. Everything ends on a cliffhanger. Gotta start the new one. But I keep running into that, wanting to start the new one at 1 o'clock in the morning. Bad idea. So what do we call this time? My kids are not at school. They're still in school, but they're not... The online learning is not as robust as I was expecting, based on what other people were saying from different school districts around me. I don't know. I mean, on the plus side, their old school district, which I loved their school, but the district itself had some issues, is like in the middle of a technology meltdown, because obviously I'm still in communication with people who still live there, and I'm glad I'm not doing that right now. I mean, my kids still miss their old schools, so I mean, I feel kind of bad for them for that, but if we had to move in the middle of the school year, then I guess I couldn't ask, I don't want to say better. They were already going to have a disruptive year, so everything that's been going on this spring as far as disruptions has been just yet another piece of their crazy year, so they're taking it moderately well, but they all want to go back. They're tired of being at home. They're tired of each other. They love each other. I mean, it's not that. It's just they don't get to see friends who don't live in walking distance. And I mean, they're still working on making friends. They haven't been here that long, but there's not a lot to do. So for that, I feel kind of bad. I'm trying to keep everything as normal as possible. You know, we've been keeping up all our extracurriculars. They've all gone to video conference where they can, which is working out okay. I mean, I can't argue that it's the best under the circumstances, but again, my kids would love to get out of the house, and not just by getting out of the house. I mean, mommy says I have to go outside and ride my bike around the neighborhood for an hour, which I make them do because vitamin D is super important, and it's April, so we're at that stage of good enough sun to get vitamin D, but it's been kind of chaotic. Like, I didn't realize how much having to put my kids on the school bus in the morning was dictating when I'd go to bed in a positive way. So since I don't have that going on right now, I don't want to say, sometimes not good at saying no to my baser self. So I might have grandiose plans of things I'm going to get done in a day, and it gets whiled away scrolling through social media feeds. Anyway, you're here for the stitching, so let's get right to it. I said for this week I was going to be working on pansies, tapestry, and a prairie garden. I did not pick up the pansies project at all. I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't have the DMC for worrying about the leaves, and because of the process I'm using, I'm basically going in a slight diagonal because I'm trying to always put the needle down into, we'll call it a dirty hole, one that already has thread in it, because it is so much. It's all 6 strands of floss, and it's an 18 count mesh. It's, if you bring the needle up through a hole that already has floss coming through it, it's a mess. So I needed that green because I hit a point of the project where I couldn't continue in the manner I've been going, so left it aside. I did, however, pull out Tapestry. So here it was last time, and here it is now. As you can see, this center, I have fully done that square. That's not a lot. I know it's just the 2 bird motifs over here, but I did make a discovery on why I have not enjoyed stitching on this project, and it has nothing to do with the floss or even the fabric, although still not my favorite fabric, but I have done this project the entire way on my Q-snaps. Now, when I got back into cross stitching 3 years ago, from everything I had heard, saw, read, seen, etc., Q-snaps were God's gift to cross stitchers. So I got a pair right after Christmas, a little over a year ago, and I've been experimenting with them ever since. I don't love them. I mean, they're not bad. So I hadn't really thought of it as that just because it was my favorite, I wasn't thinking that it would be the sort of thing that would interfere with my love of doing a project. Well, the problem is, my stitching spot is a barrel chair. So the arms, they're semicircular, the arms are right below shoulder height, it's super comfortable. Well, when I stitch, I like to prop my elbows, have the hoop. I stitch two-handed. My right hand is behind the fabric, my left hand is on top. So basically, so that I can see, it's easier to do that. And then I'll usually keep the knee drawn up. Okay, this is probably not ergonomic, let's be honest, but that knee helps basically prop the edge of a hoop, whichever size hoop I'm using. And I don't have any issues with it. When I do this with a Q-snap, I don't know if it's the PVC that the Q-snap itself is made from, if it's the weight of it, or what, but it likes to slide down my lap. So I'm spending forever, I'm like always I spend the entire time readjusting. It's like I never get comfortable and can just get into the rhythm of stitching. I don't have this problem with hoops. It doesn't matter what size. Okay, my little 4-inch hoop, obviously I can't do that with, but even as just a 6-inch hoop, I can do this with. My 8-inch would be perfect, but it's a different brand, so I don't like it as much, so I don't pull it out as often. And my 10-inch is amazing, but that's really only for the big projects. So I think it was, just because I didn't know where my Q-snaps were, like at the moment that I decided to pick up Tapestry this week, I just plopped it into the 6-inch hoop. And it was so much easier. Like I guess I should say, I'm realizing I like to stitch in a hoop, just accept it, love it, and move on. Now the Q-snap does have its place, particularly like in this project. Getting up into this corner with a hoop is going to require the little 4-inch hoop. I do not like stitching on the 4-inch hoop, so the Q-snap is perfect for that. But down here in the center, that's what the hoop is for. So, I don't know. I had fun with it this week. I didn't like really go out of my way for it, but it wasn't. I'll be honest. I was dreading working on it. I didn't want to. Telling myself, well, I have to because it's in the rotation. And I didn't feel like that when I was done with where I was trying to get to. So I'm really happy with that. That said, probably not going to touch this for another 3 weeks. I'm okay with that. So where I did spend my time this week was on a prairie garden. This is where it was last time. And here it is today. I'm just going to hide my face. As you can see, I did one motif, not two. Two was ambitious. I'm okay with that. I have no idea what any of these flowers are, but this blue is so pretty. I mean, I wish flowers actually came in this color blue. They don't, but it was nice. I forgot, I will say, this pattern, so it's a Prairie Schooler. It's actually on the original cardboard. I don't know, I must have found like the last one that the LNS had. But it does, I've gotten used to patterns happily telling you how many skeins of different colors it needs. So the leaves and this border are all in the same color. I have already gone through 2 full skeins and I'm obviously not even done. Like, I'm probably gonna end up using 5 at the rate that I'm consuming it. I just didn't know when I originally kitted it up, so I think I just started skein number 3. I have another one, but I may not have 5. That 5th one that I think I'm gonna need. We'll see. But I love this one. It's a flower motif takes about a day and a half to do, so it is a quick and easy project. So enjoy that. So, project that fell on my lap. This one was kind of a surprise. Like, because it's not my project. You say, what do you mean it's not your project? Well, my daughter is cleaning her bedroom. And I was was stitching earlier, and I was like, hey, are you ever going to do, I couldn't even remember the name of the project. It was like that summer project you have? No. She owned up to. She's like, I feel really guilty because, well, I'll show you why she feels kind of guilty about it. So it's Cottage Needleworks, Joyful Summer. Really cute, by the way. She picked this out almost 4 years ago. So I don't know if it's a case of it's not something she's interested in anymore, but we have got it at the L&S. So we have this cute hand-dyed 14 count Ada of some kind. I have no idea who the dyer is or what the name of it is, but it's a really cute blue. And I went ahead and got all the called for colors. And as you can see, this is not recent because, oh, well, let me get the colors up. I'm a mess. So they're very light and summery. I think they are just absolutely adorable. They're even reading relatively true in the lighting. But I bought these all at the same time that I bought the pattern. There are 6 colors, and they're all classic Colorworks, except for 2 of them are old enough they still say Crescent Colorworks on here. So yeah, I mean, I didn't spend 6 skeins. This is an insane, I didn't spend an insane amount of money on any of this, but it looks more official than a skein of DMC in her mind. Like that, if she didn't do it, and it's not to her taste, that's fine. She has a couple of other projects that she's done that she likes. So I was like, I'll go ahead and do it. It's cute. It would be nice for somewhere in the house. I don't know. I'm not very good at finishing. Like, I finish projects, but they don't ever end up like fully finished. So like I have this like vision, like, oh, I think I know where that would go. I don't even know what kind of frame I'd put it in. The likelihood of that happening in the next anytime, probably low. But as you can see, she started at the bottom, started working her way up. It's, like I said, it's super cute. So it's gonna be a fast stitch that I'm gonna take advantage of, because I haven't worked on Ada in so long that this will be an interesting experience. I was kind of excited because I'm like, oh, you can see the holes. That's really nice. I say that because my new start, Coffee Quaker. Yes, I'm starting it. So excited. Everything came in yesterday. Okay. I am, and like, literally just started. It's still in there, but I'm not going to take it out because I'm going to go back to doing this and I'm done filming. I have this in R&R Reproductions Beach Brew 40 count. I have never stitched on 40 count. It is so tiny. And I should have thought about this. The fact that it's been dyed makes those holes even smaller. I was struggling so hard to count this. I'm starting in the center, but I don't have the color for the center yet. Oh yeah, by the way, I guess this would count as part of my haul. I didn't get all of the colors I ordered. I mean, nothing against my L&S, it means that they're out of stock on it. That's a good thing, right? We want people to be buying. But it meant that the color that I needed for the dead center of the project wasn't available. So, unfortunately, that means that all I have out of the 7 colors I ordered, I have 3. And they're all like the mid-tone ones, so they're kind of massively unhelpful for the center of the project. I'm a mess today. Is the words, right between, it's like the D in drink. That's the center. And I don't have that color at all. So I told you there's 7 colors. I have 3 of them. I did, checking this is literally where all my fancy floss is right now. Hence why it's titled Fancy Floss. I also need the color dark chocolate, so I have some of that. and apple cider, which I also have. And I have another skein of apple cider because most of these on here are for use in Tapestry. So I'm like, okay, I'll just steal from here, not a big deal. That still leaves me 2 colors that I don't have. Unfortunately, that color for the words, I drink coffee, then I do the things, it's one of the colors I don't have. And everywhere is taking forever to ship right now. My 1, 2, 3 stitch package only shipped today. I ordered it over a week ago. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I get why everything's running slow, but it is frustrating. I have tried most of the floss management systems on the market, so it is kind of funny to me that in the end, the thing that worked best is cardstock with holes punched in it. I don't keep these have holes for putting in like a binder. I don't bother with that. When these get beat up, I just put everything on a new one, but like I said, this is the one that works best for me. I've done like bobbinating. I don't like working off the bobbins. They get messy, and I have tried the plastic ones where the DMC number likes to slide off. I've done the cardboard ones, and they're flimsy and I don't like them. So the thing I do like about this is I pre-cut everything. So all my fancy flosses, because they tend to come in yard lengths already, I just cut in half, so 18 inches is about perfect for use in that. DMC, I cut to 19 inches. When I bought this, the original one, ages and ages and ages ago, came with like a card. I don't know, it's about like this long. And as you unwind your DMC skein, you wrap it around this, and it makes perfect 19 inches. So I don't even have to think about it. But that means that all of my floss is preloaded, ready to go. So I do love doing that. It makes it so much easier to work with. So for the next week, I don't really know what I'm planning on working on. I don't have a formal rotation. Like I have everything listed out. I have a cross stitch journal. It's from the Fat Quarter shop. I got it. It was like on the counter at my LNS, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get this. So I've been tracking all my whips on there, but I don't like put for stitching. I don't designate I'm gonna work on this whip in this week ahead of time. I really decide week to week. So my plan for this week, I think, is I'm going to work on Autumn Queen again, just because that's what I really wanted to work on last week and I chose not to. Maybe work on those pansies, but also Coffee Quaker. I want to get that finished by the time all the shops reopen. I don't mean like just like my LNS or anything. I mean like literally where I don't feel like I'm under house arrest. So when I can have something resembling a normal life again, I kind of hope to have the project done. I figure it's an arbitrary, it's going to be still a couple more weeks here, many more weeks. I don't know. Nobody knows. Isn't that the best part? But I think it's a big enough project that it'll be interesting. And the most interesting part is how am I going to get those floss? I still haven't decided. That's okay. I'll figure that out. That's not today's problem. Today's problem is figuring out how I'm not going to like destroy my eyesight on the 40 count. It is so tiny. I didn't think it'd be that much of a difference over 36 count, but it is. So I guess that'll be, try that. But so Coffee Quaker, Autumn Queen, and pansies. If I do something else, it'll be because I feel like it. But I guess I always reserve the right to change my mind. At least I think so. Anyway, I hope that everybody has a great week in stitching. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.